What is going on, guys? My name is Jared Myers, and today's video is going to be a really fun video. So today we're going to take a look back at WWE 2K14, which is a very special video game for two reasons. First of all, it's the first game in the 2K series. Probably one of the only good games in the 2K series. Sorry. But also, it is the last game on the last generation consoles. This is the climax. Ooh, that was inappropriate. This is the final build-up, the final boss, the climax of the series on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Basically, it all started on SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and it built up to this moment. So let's take a look at and see, was this game worth it? Was this game worth the final game on the console, on the series, on the masterpiece? Okay, I'm getting out of control. My stomach is growling because I'm hungry. So let's start this video. So first things first, let's get the negativity out of the way, because this game is absolutely god tier and legendary, but we do need to get my one gripe. Okay, I need to stop sounding cringy. I do need to get my one complaint out of this, okay? Out of the way. So 2K started the trend where they love to put one superstar in the cover, and it was okay at first, you know? You got Randy Orton on WWE12, you got CM Punk on WWE13, and we were really excited to see who's gonna be 2K14's cover. We were all wanting Daniel Bryan, and we found out it's gonna be The Rock. Yeah. Now, that's not a problem. I mean, The Rock is one of the greatest superstars of all time, but the issue was he was a part-timer. He didn't even wrestle that year. I think he had... Wait, no, he did wrestle that year. He wrestled only twice. No, 3 times. CM Punk again, and John Cena, and then disappeared again. It should have been a superstar who deserved it. Someone like Daniel Bryan. And even John Cena would be okay. He got it the next year, but it would have been a better option than someone who only wrestled 3 times that year. But you know, with the backlash, 2K decided to put a reversible cover and put Daniel Bryan on it. So that's just my one little, little complaint about the game. But other than that, this game is absolutely legendary, and let's talk about this game. So WWE 13 offered the Attitude Era, and with that came one of the greatest rosters we ever had in a video game. I mean, we got the New Era, we got the Attitude Era. So when we're getting 2K14, we're wondering, how can you top that? How can you make this better than last year's video game? And so we're all waiting, and we finally see what we're getting this year. 30 years of WrestleMania. Yes, we are getting every single WrestleMania up to that year. And I was so excited because the nostalgia was there. I mean, every single WrestleMania that you could think of, you could play it, and it looked beautiful. It looked stunning, and it looked perfect. I mean, if you want to play WrestleMania 19, you had it in full HD, not 480p on the GameCube, 1080p on the Xbox 360 or PS3. My favorite WrestleMania 24, because that was the first WrestleMania I've ever seen, was there. WrestleMania 23 was there. WrestleMania 10 was there. If you want to feel super nostalgic and go to WrestleMania 1, you could do it. It's there. This was so awesome, and I wish that, the newer wrestling games could do that, put all these WrestleMania arenas. It made this game so special, and I loved it. And not only are the arenas absolutely stunning and beautiful, you get wrestlers from every single era, from the Golden Era, from the New Generation Era, from the Attitude Era, from the Ruthless Aggression Era, to even the PG Era. Everybody was there. Well, almost everybody, except the people that, was in TNA or in other places. But regardless, everyone was basically there, and it was awesome, man. You could have anyone from any era play with you, and they would find someone they remember, they enjoy. You could play this with an old person, you could play this with a younger person, you could play this with someone who watched wrestling in the 90s, 80s. It was absolutely fun. Now let's talk about gameplay. So gameplay was solid. This was the best it could possibly be on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I mean, I spent hours playing this. It was so much fun, crashing through tables and the tables staying there, being able to stand up on the ladder, jump off the ladder, and outside of the ring. You can't even do that anymore. The fact that you could be able to do things in this game that you can't even do in the new generation consoles is kind of sad in a way, but awesome, because you can always go back and play it, and it made this game amazing. It's so mind-blowing that this video game from 2013 is better than a game in 2020. Like, just wrap your head around that. How does that even work? How does that even make sense? We're at this era where games should be top-notch perfect in 2020, but we're getting games that don't even work on launch date. We're getting games that crash on launch date that need 5 updates just to even be playable. But back in the day, we got games that were perfect at launch date, and even if they had some glitches, we didn't really care because there were only a few glitches and we laughed at them and they were fun. But glitches now happen every 5 seconds and it just makes us not even want to play it. So man, the gameplay was just so much fun, so solid. I wish they brought this game engine back. I do like the new gaming engine, don't get me wrong, but they just need to fix those glitches, man. The glitches are just out of hand. It's not even fun like how they used to be. Now let's talk about my favorite game mode, Universe Mode. Now this is my favorite game mode, and not only that, all your favorite match types are there. I Quit, Special Guest Referee, Hell in a Cell, Special Guest Referee, where even John Laurinaitis comes out and kicks you out. Like, everything is there to create the most fun experience that you could possibly have. And then next year in 2K15, they took everything away from you, and it was absolutely miserable. You couldn't even have a title match. Like, I'm gonna punch you in the face, 2K. But it's okay, because at this game that we're talking about, everything was there. Not only that, you had your Ruthless Aggression arenas, and you could create a Ruthless Aggression universe mode, and it was just so beautiful, and it was amazing, and the cutscenes are great, the storylines are great. Anything you wanted was truly there, because you had like I said, the golden era, the new generation era, the Ruthless Aggression, the PG era. You could even create an arena and create the new era. Like, oh my god, this game it's making me want to climax. Like, this is the climax of the Xbox 360 and PS3, but this game is making me want to climax. Basically, to wrap it up, Universe Mode, god tier, phenomenal. If AJ Styles was in it, you would get that phenomenal grade. Now let's talk about a mode that I actually grown to despise and hate and will refuse to ever touch. 2K Showcase. Now, 2K Showcase, when it first started, was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we got the Attitude Era from WWE13, and I loved it. I played it, and I actually beat it. And then in this year, 30 years of WrestleMania. I mean, it was so much fun. I played every WrestleMania. I mean, I hated the beginning because I didn't care for like WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But once we started getting into like the Ruthless Aggression era, the Attitude Era, and even playing like WrestleMania 24, my favorite one, and 25 and 26, I had a blast playing it. Being able to relive my childhood, but in a video game, was just so much fun. I have no words for it. It's that good. I want you guys to go back and play it, and you will have a blast playing with it. Now, 2K Showcase now is absolutely garbage. They need to scrap it. Don't ever bring it back. No one cares. Give us something that we want to play, not something we don't want to play. But during this time, it was great, and I loved 2K Showcase back in the day. And if you stopped having fun with Universe Mode and you beat 2K Showcase, guess what you could do? Create a story. This is truly the best thing WWE has ever put in their video games, and I do not understand to this day why they got rid of it. Create a Story gave you endless hours of content, endless hours of playing, because you could upload your own creations to the community creations and play it. God, man, I just remember making the stupidest stories, the funnest stories, the craziest stories, playing other people's stories. It was so much fun. And once you started practicing on how to create stories, there was different things where you could loop them. Like, it gets really detailed if you like really dive into it, where you could choose different options, and the option you choose created a different story. God, it got really complicated, but so much fun. And why did they get rid of it? I don't understand. They need to bring it back. This was literally so much fun. I know you guys had so much fun, and this is just so good. My mouth is watering thinking about it. And don't even get me started on the creation suite, because that was top-notch perfect. There's never going to be one that's recreated like that. If they do, I will literally, I don't know, I will give away a copy of the video game if it's that good. Like, this creation suite, I can't even talk about it, because I will literally ramble and ramble and ramble. But let's just say you played everything. You played through all of it. You did all the endless type of content. What is there else to do? Defend and defeat the streak. Now, this game mode was just perfect. I mean, I had so much fun playing this game. There's 2 different game modes. Defend the Streak, which basically is a gauntlet match where you play as Undertaker and you go through a bunch of people. Pretty easy, pretty self-explained, and but very, very fun. and then defeat the streak. Oh my god, this game was freaking great. You picked a superstar, you know, if you wanted to play as someone who has tried to beat them and you wanted to play as them and beat the streak, or you could be someone as random as Zack Ryder or Dolph Ziggler and beat the streak. You could be anyone, and I had a blast playing it, man, and it was such a challenge. It was like legend difficulty on crack. It was absolutely crazy. I mean, once you thought you were about to win, Hell's Gate. Once you thought you were about to win, lights go out. Tombstone. Match is over. You couldn't even kick out. Choke slam out of nowhere. It was so much fun. I spent hours playing it, and once you actually beat Undertaker in the streak, it actually felt like you earned something, you know? It didn't feel like a random singles match that you won. It actually was such a challenge that when you won, you actually felt satisfied. And that's what I feel like that's what's missing in a lot of video games. This video game was so good because of how much content was in here. And it's sad that once 2K really started making the video games, it got worse. You know, THQ, you know, had a lot to do with this video game. Then 2K kind of just put their name on it, which kind of sucks because once 2K really took off with the games, they didn't really get better. I mean, they got better in some aspects, but they're supposed to get better all around, not in some aspects, and I just miss that. But to wrap up this video, 2K14 was one of the greatest video games of all time, and I want to know what you guys thought about this game. What did you guys play the most in this game? Let me know down below, because this game gets the God tier. Now, if you guys did enjoy that video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button down below for 2K14. Leave a comment telling me what you guys played the most, what you guys enjoyed the most of it, and also smash the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of more videos. I'm getting back on this YouTube grind because my YouTube channel got suspended and I lost all my videos and all my subscribers and all my views, but I'm back at it again. And I'm super excited to be back, and I hope you guys are excited to see me back, even though we don't have a lot of subscribers right now because I lost all my thousands of subscribers and all my millions of views, but we're gonna get back to where we were, and I hope you guys can join this journey of getting back to where we were. I love you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great day. Also, leave comments of other wrestling games that you guys want to see me take a look back at, have a little nostalgic trip with you guys. And yeah, my social media is also down below. You should go follow me and all that stuff. I'll see you guys later.